Hey, you. Welcome back. Go ahead and take a moment to get settled in. Become aware of the body and body posture. Become aware of bodily sensations arising in this alive, empty, and open field of awareness. Feel these sensations like stars in the night sky. Notice how from this empty, open space, they light up, flicker, change, and eventually fade. Become aware of any feeling tones associated with these sensations. Are they pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Now, become particularly observant of any thoughts that arise. And notice whether they too carry any feeling tone, or whether they spark any strong emotion in the body or mind. Now, open awareness to the entire thought process. Be aware of each thought as it first begins to take shape in the mind. Notice how these thoughts color awareness, how they shape it. Notice how they can make you feel contracted and tense, closed off, small, soft, warm, open, expansive. And notice too how they change and eventually disappear. The Buddha said, "The thought manifests as the word. The word manifests as the deed. The deed develops into habit, and habit hardens into character." So watch the thought and its ways with care, and let it spring from love born out of concern for all beings. If you find that you've collapsed into some thought, that you've become lost in it, no worries. Happens to me all day long. In these moments, you can discover that the feeling of loving kindness really is woven throughout our practice. In these moments, when you notice you've become distracted, instead of judging yourself, you can have compassion for yourself and begin again. It doesn't matter how long you've been distracted or where your mind went. You can always simply begin again. Notice whatever is here to notice. Each time this happens, you can cultivate and deepen a pattern of loving kindness toward yourself. If you find that there's a particular pattern of thought, go ahead and note the pattern: judging, complaining, planning, comparing, impatience, rushing. And then just watch closely what happens to each thought. Begin from the Buddha. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. Think, speak, and act with a pure mind, with pure thoughts, and happiness will follow as surely as your shadow. In the last minute of the session, go ahead and begin again. Pay close attention to the whole process of thinking. Try to catch a thought the moment it begins to stir in the mind. Watch how it shapes and colors awareness. Watch it change. And then be aware of that space into which it disappears. That space which is nothing, but which contains and encompasses all things. A space which knows all things. A space which is the substance of all things. Well, thank you again for practicing. As you go about your day today, I invite you to make it your intention to stay a bit more mindful of your thoughts and to bring a bit more compassion and understanding to them. See if you can hold your thoughts from a place of love today. And I'll see you back here tomorrow.